Hello everyone and welcome to Nevron's video tutorials. In this video we are going to show you the steps of installing the web parts provided by Nevron Vision for SharePoint, and we are also going to create a simple bar chart using data in a SharePoint list. I have already prepared central administration and have set up an application which we are going to use in this video. As you can see, I have also created a list of data showing the sales and profits for several companies by different regions. The first thing that we need to do is to extract Nevron Vision for SharePoint and run the setup. It is important to mention that the setup must run through an account that has sufficient permissions, or in our case, this is an administrator account. The installation should also run in a server of a SharePoint farm, which is a web front end. Let's now run the web part registration wizard from where SharePoint is installed. In our case, we can find this in the Start menu. As you can see, the wizard gives you an explanation of what account you need to use in order to perform a successful installation. Our recommendation is a SharePoint setup account. Over here, it is showing all web applications which this server has in the SharePoint farm. The installer basically allows you to deploy to one or to many web applications. The web part registration process begins, and now the wizard will deploy Nevron Windows Service package in the farm solutions and will make the required modifications. After it is done, we will close it, and let's now go to our central administration to see where the service package is deployed. In SharePoint 2010, you can see it under System Settings, Farm Management and Manage Farm Solutions. And there it is. As we have assured that it has deployed correctly, we are going back to our web application. Here, we need to check the site collection features and see that it has been activated. This happens when you go to Site Actions and then Site Settings. Site collection features can be found under the Site Collection Administration. As you can see, if you scroll down a little bit, Nevron Vision is already here. The installation should also have added the web parts to the web parts gallery, so let's check this out as well. And here they are. As we have assured that everything is okay, let's now go to our demo site and where we will be creating basic chart using Nevron Vision for SharePoint. As you can see, our site is right now in a preview mode, so if we want to do any changes, we will need to enter edit mode. We are now about to add a chart as we would do with any other web part. You can see that Nevron has already made its own category. We said we will be creating a chart, so let's select the chart web part and click Add. We should now run the designer to configure our chart. The first thing that we need to do is to connect to our data source. The chart web part can bind to various data sources such as SQL database, SharePoint lists, business data catalog, and Excel services. In our case, this is a SharePoint list. The designer also allows you to select lists from static site, current site, and current web, and for this example, we shall select the current web. We have named our SharePoint list sample data, so we need to select it. As we have done that, we can have a look at the data and make sure everything is correct. Moving on to the chart menu, just to make sure that we have clustered bar chart selected, as we do. And we then go under the pivot menu to feed the data to our chart. Now here, we are going to select sales and profit, as these are the numbers that we're willing to see, and we'll drop them under the values menu. We will then perform category grouping by area and then by company. You should have in mind that the result won't be visible right away. As you are working under the chart, pivot, code or any other menu, the result you see is the design preview, but the actual data from your list has not yet been aggregated. If you wish to see the end result, At any point, you can click the preview button. Let's go back to the chart and make some modifications to the design. At first, let's change the legend's layout. In the rendering tab, we can change the overall size of our chart. And here I am going to change the width to, let's say, 500 pixels and then go to preview mode. As I am happy with my result, I can now go to the pivot menu and do some more modifications. The first thing that I'm about to do is make my data labels visible. The data label shows the actual number from the data list, but if you want it to work, you will need to tell the label where exactly to get the data from. So we go to General and then copy-paste the value to the label tag. If you go to preview now, you will see the actual numbers above the bars of the chart. In our case, these are the sales of the companies. You can do the same thing for all the rest of the values. It is very easy to change the color preferences as well by going under the Chart Areas menu. Then Appearance. There are several predefined palettes, but you can also create your own company palette using your brand's colors and import it. So here I'm going to select Bright and click OK. As soon as it is applied, I'm going to click the preview mode so I can look at the final preview. And as I'm done with all that, and if I'm happy, I can click the OK button on top and I will see my chart right there as I have requested it. So thank you very much for watching and stay tuned for more videos from Nevron Software.